saying for those big massive risks, like Jake would take with a Canelo Alvarez, the juice better be worth the squeeze. In other words, Canelo has a massive quote thing. He was the record holder of AT&T's gate before Jake just broke it. Tyson for him to risk it for the biscuits, as we say down in the south. Need a dance partner that's going to bring the eyeballs, going to bring the most attention, the most risk, the most reward. That would be Canelo, and that's why I think it is a little different. That's why you hear Jake saying, and also that how does Jake have an advantage type of thing when you go into these fights? Because he's not a better boxer than Canelo, he's not a better boxer than Beterbiev, he's not a better boxer than Daniel Dubois. Where do the advantages come for a lot of the guys? Mike Tyson, Anderson Silva, it's his youth versus their age. Tyron Woodley, Nate Diaz, Ben Askren, it's his boxing skill versus their not-ever boxing skill. And also, there's weight. Jake is bigger.
You can't.
Those guys. So, yes, there has to be an.
You care, she never done anything to make you care. Like, it's still your mother, you're here because of her. Whether you agree with it or not, like, I would never say that about my mom. I love her too much, but freaking, yeah. You're here because of her.
Advantage for Jake to take if his disadvantage is the most important thing in the ring, which is boxing. Why I disagree with Addy here at saying that Jake doesn't want Canelo, it's because Jake will absolutely put it on the line, that kind of thing. Because it's kind of the opposite of every fight that Jake has had, or at least maybe since the time of the fight, where Jake is not in any way expected to beat Canelo. It's almost like Amanda Serrano performance versus Katie Taylor, where he gained respect for her, even in a loss, by the way she performed. I'm not saying that Jake is going to perform in that same way, but you get the idea, like a loss could earn him a ton of respect while also putting on a grandiose day. And I'm not saying Jake wants to lose. He will go in there thinking he's going to lose, but I don't think so. But I don't think that Jake's afraid of taking it. That's the thing. I'm like, because he's a lot bigger, because he feels he's experienced enough to be able to keep himself accountable versus a guy in a smaller weight class that he doesn't maybe believe can hurt him. Same thing with the Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank called him out, and he was like, all right, let's run it. You can't hurt me. You're too little. You're too short to get on this ride. That kind of stuff. Again, it doesn't come to fruition. In 2025, I think probably not, but I wouldn't be surprised about 2026. If you're going to do that, that's the top. 2025, I want to say for, I'm saying it, the KSI fight, or one more potentially that I think would be interesting. I don't want to necessarily see happen, but I can see it happen. Yeah. I think Addy's off here. Where risks like Archer Beterbiev and Daniel Dubois and other fighters that don't really have a massive name, they don't really bring it up for Jake to risk it. Mello, absolutely not. It's not what I'm saying. Like Jake and KSI would be next, and potentially, and we'll take a look at why that may happen. But I just feel like we talk about it all the time, and nothing ever happened today. He's very admired on the Money Show. His thoughts on the fight were that it's probably not going to happen in 2025 because it's the weight disparity shock to everyone. But you see the difference too, and maybe there's a wiggle room between the two. Because here's what he had to say on Logan's Impulsive podcast. Once again, keep in mind, he's on his brother's show. Hypothetically, what fight KSI? KSI old. Yes, like 34. So hold on a second. KSI and I are about the same age. You can't be calling us 32-plus-year-old individuals. Yeah, I'm not an old man yet on this section. I'm still young. I'm still in my prime. No affiliation with drink. I am not old. Okay, that's the point. I think it's like 32, maybe 30. That's old. No! That's old. If it's and he's retired. So there's a chance a retired boxer that he doesn't actually box. It's the weight problem, right? If their age or weight problem, can we just figure this out? I have a brand vision. Fact. I don't agree with Logan on a lot, but hey, let's just figure out the way. Just figure it out. It's more likely that Jake's going to fight Canelo than he is going to fight KSI. And I'm dead serious. That's how far away we've gotten from these two actually squaring off. And honestly, if it doesn't happen in 25, I'm telling you now, I don't think it ever happens. I'm ready. No, you're not. No, you're